Have you always wanted to play the piano, but didn't feel you had the time? Or perhaps you studied classically and didn't get anywhere? Well, with my unique teaching method, I'll have you playing songs in a matter of days. Okay, so let me give you an example of what you can expect to play after the first lesson with Mark Miller's unique piano teaching method. This is a song called Misty, and I'm going to play this song using triads in the left hand. Triad being a 3-note chord. C major, F major. These are all examples of triads. Okay, and I'm going to show you an arrangement I've written just using triads. This is Misty with 3-note triads. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, so that's an example of what you could expect to play after just one lesson. I would teach you all of your 60 triads, and then we put melodies to them. Now the next step up would be what I call advanced beginner, where we play a 4-note chord in the left hand. We're going to play the entire chord in our left hand, for example C major 7. Okay, and again the right hand is going to play just simply the melody, so it's very easy reading. I basically customized all these lead sheets for the levels of my students, and all you really need to read is a single note in the treble clef, right? Just the melody. Okay, so we'll play the chord in the left hand, a 4-note chord in what's called closed position. It means the entire chord is within an octave. There's really no gaps. We're not spreading the chord out beyond the octave. We're playing the chord as close together as we can, called closed position. Okay, so here's Misty with a 4-note left hand closed position chords. Here we go. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, very nice sound. You could certainly expect to play that in a month to 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks, and sooner if you practice hard. Okay, let's go on to open position. Now, open position simply means you play the notes of the chord beyond the range of an octave. Here's C major 7 closed. Here's C major 7 open. So here's Misty with open position. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Okay, this is the way professionals play. Open position allows you to play chords lower on the piano without being muddy. For instance, here's the first chord. Next chord is G minor 7. Well, if I play it low, closed position, it's totally muddy. If I play it high, closed, it sounds okay, but it's not super full. It's not real rich. So open position allows you to play lower in the -2 octave range, below this C, which I call C -1, allows you to play in the -2 octave range without being muddy. See how much fuller sounding that is than this? Even here, if I play it closed, it's pretty, but if I play it open, it's much fuller and richer. Okay, so that's the main advantage of open position. It allows you to play and use this octave of the piano without being muddy. I'd like to now play Misty using ninths. Okay, this is going to be one extra note in the right hand. Instead of G7, we're going to do G9, so a little fuller. Instead of C major 7, we're going to add the ninth. So here we go. This is Misty with ninths. just by adding one extra note, the ninth of the chord. Okay, so let's continue in open position and add some more colors like 11s and 13s, something like this. Maybe flat 9. How about 11? Sharp 11. Nice surprise chord there. Okay, so now we're getting some beautiful, beautiful colors. Okay, and I'll teach you all of these colors. There's a real system, if you will, a real logic to what colors you can add to chords, 9s, 11s, 13s, sometimes called extensions. Let's say we wanted to incorporate all the colors, 9s, 11s, 13s, open position, and do a little block style. Let's try that. This would sound like this. Here comes the block. How about Rootless, what I call Rootless or advanced chord voicings. I'm going to play it right now and I'm not going to use any roots. Okay, the first chord is G7, but I'm not going to play a G. Okay, with the exception of the melody, but there's really no G in my voicing. C major 7, but there's no C. Okay, point to learn here is that the most important notes of any chord are the 3rd and 7th. Okay, in fact I'll play the whole song Rootless. Here we go. Okay. One of the main advantages of playing Rootless is it allows you to do fills and improv. For instance, okay, frees up your right hand to do more creative grace notes, scalar runs, fills, and improv. Okay, so there's a lot to learn. I'm very excited to teach you it. Let me show you one other technique. I've written about 50 arrangements for several of my students who have the use of only one hand. So here's how Misty would sound with one hand. Okay, just close your eyes and imagine hearing this by a pianist. So I'm very proud to be able to bring music into the lives of students who thought they couldn't really play the piano because they only had use of one hand. 95% of the one-handed repertoire is classical, very difficult, and esoteric. So I've decided to write some wonderful arrangements of popular tunes like Misty, As Time Goes By, Unforgettable, etc., for one hand. So if you know someone who's looking for an instructor who can teach them how to sound like two hands and yet use only one, please send them my way. And if you have any questions or comments, please call my 800 number. It's 1-800-32-PIANO. That's 1-800-327-4266. And if you go to my website, pianoweb.com, one word, pianoweb.com, there you'll find a bunch of instructional videos. Just go to the home page, pianoweb.com, and click on Student Showcase, and that will take you over to about 40 instructional and performing videos. So enjoy. I look forward to your comments.